Welcome everybody to another episode of Garrett Responds. We're inside today, but still, comment tricks on the Skateline episode. Say, hey man, thanks for reading on Responds. Go over to Skateline and say, I want to see you try to do whatever. I'm gonna try it. If I see you, I'm gonna try it. Local Joe says, imagine a 540 down Wallenburg dam. Tyson Bowerbank ever does decide to do that? I don't know, man. That'll be literally insane. He's landing switch. What do we do at that point? Like, how do we feel if somebody seriously goes over to Wallenberg and 540s it? Like, how do you continue on the next day? Like, yo, Wallenberg got 540. What? Yeah, bro. Some dude from Utah. Alex Burton says, Gary, no one appreciates Nyjah. Judges, am I a joke to you? SLS. Well, yeah, of course they appreciate him, but I'm talking about like skateboarders, his peers. That was a joke. Like, none of his peers give him respect. You feel me? Nyjah's good. And I seen somebody else say, like, didn't you say, like, he shouldn't have got it in 2013? Shouldn't have got Sodi and shit? It's like, at that point, let me go ahead and say that even though he was still beast, I didn't like the whole putting out a part at the end of the year. But now I see why, nigga. You wait the whole year to put out your part, and then it is around that time. So I was like, and I wanted Guy to get it so bad that year that I was kind of trying to tarnish David and Nyjah so Guy could get it. It was never like, I don't fuck with Nyjah thing. That nigga's always been good. I'm not turning none of that shit. I'm not like, yo, I'm gonna stay on my shit, dog. You feel me? You find out information and you make an observation. Cameron Glowacki says that first responder to the tower joke was a little too real for me. Someone did their homework. Yeah. Glad you did your homework. I'm not explaining. If anybody else wants to find out, you can go ahead and find out. We slid a lot of those jokes in there that might go over your head. And when you find them out, you sit there and you look like, damn. Jesse Angel says, I haven't missed an episode since the very beginning, LMAO. 100 out of 10. Skateline turned 8 today. So for the past 8 years, Jesse Angel has been rocking with your boy every Tuesday. Bro, is there like a record? Can we check? I think like us and David Letterman might be the longest running series of all time. Benny Snickers says, hey Gary, do you have a dream trick you'd like to have on lock? Do you have beef with the word PERFEC? Yep. And he says, why? Keep up the good work. Love from Australia, my G. The dream trick I want to have on lock is Varial Hill Backsmith, the combining my two favorite tricks at one time. And that's like the trick. If I like can just go anywhere, I just want to do those over and over and over again, the way that I do each one of those. That'd be like my dream trick I want on lock. Or kick for front crook. If I can do those. So I'm working on that right now. Yes, I do have a problem with the P word. I believe nothing exists as such. I'm a little, what's the word? Not schizophrenic, nigga. Whatever the shit when you paranoid, black cats, that, I'm that. And I know it is, and I know that I am, and it's fine. I'll get over it one day. I've been trying to like pick up meditating and thinking like besides that shit. And when I was like younger, I was told I have ADHD and shit. I'm trying to like move my mind and not feel like I have any ailments or anything. I'm just a being and I want to be better. All that shit's in your head. It's everything you know, if somebody tells you long enough that something's going to happen to you, you'll start believing it, or you can believe beyond that. And I think me taking that word and realizing nothing is that also lets me be able to have failure and realize that nothing is that word so that I can mess up and try again. Nothing will be that. And that helps me just keep going and realize like, all right, well, everything's supposed to be the P word and it's not. So fuck it. Like try to just be better. Aiden Johnson says, Gary, will you be my stepdad? I'm on the search for one. Please and thanks. No, I want to be your stepdaddy. Who wants a step? Like, who asks for a stepdad? That's crazy. Maximiliano Fernandez says, me incarcetaria entender lo que dice el grone jaja aún así me siban muchos estos videos. Thank you. Dim Studio says, did anyone else peep Joe Rogan unknowingly shout out Fancy Lad and Matt Tomasello's crazy boards in the first couple minutes of the Tony Hawk podcast? That was beast, by the way. I like Joe Rogan's podcast. I like the way Joe Rogan thinks. I like the way a lot of his guests think. There are a lot of open-minded people that will be bashed by comments of people. But yes, he did see that the boards are like flipping, and Matt Tomasello, how he constructed, he ran into that. Obviously that stuff goes viral. So Joe saw that and he paid attention to that. Tony Hawk also carried himself pretty well in that shit. Shout out to Tony Hawk. He's 50 something. He's growing. He was like making sure he explained street skating and that he wasn't the best skateboarder and that, you know, he did carry on. He explained how he carried on, why the perception of him is still like known. You relate skateboarding to him if you don't know anything. He like made sure that he explains technical to Joe Rogan, even though Joe Rogan's sitting there like this, like, yeah, so how often do you get hurt? And it's crazy when you see how people that aren't connected to skateboarding see skateboarding. It's so third world to them, bro. And Joe Rogan's intelligent, mind you, like, or to me he is. Like, I think he says some crazy shit too, but that was tight. Yeah, and then shout out Matt Tomasello, Fancy Lad, all their creativity is being seen. All that shit you doing in your garage, nailing and flipping boards up and putting other pieces together is being noticed by big people, you know? So keep going, Matt. And your whole crew, bro. You guys are out there getting watched. Ace on Wheels says, anyone else watch with the volume at 0? There's links in the description, and you could just click those and leave. Who the fuck would stay to watch? Okay, nigga. There's always links in the description for you. I want you to know that. And I want you to literally use those at all. Or there's usually the names in the video. If you hate me and how I sound, you can go to those names and you can type the name in and their video might come up. But I don't know what you're doing here, man. Watching this shit at 0. I'm saying some pretty funny things, nigga. Cody B says, I miss 411 videos, not this. Yes, I missed you, Cody B. Because 411 videos, dude, you came back to YouTube at the that's been a minute, bro. MG says, Gary went and explained algebra. I did, that shit confuses me. Like, why do we use letters and shit? Sorgy says, I don't know how people watch this and not want to beat themselves. You can't beat yourself up. Shit's disgusting. All right, that ends up another episode of Gary Responds. If you know that last joke, go ahead and crucify me. Cancel culture is thriving by the alphabet people. 2 links